Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to learn about the circle. Firstly, uh, I want to say you something about what we are going to be learning in this video. Uh, we are going to learn the importance of the circle, why we use the circle, and many interesting facts about the circle, why it's used, what's the circular wheel, or in daily to life we use circular things, so many circular things. What's the reason behind that, and and some important parts of the circle, what kind of parts circle contain. Okay, so let's start. When we observe our surrounding, what we see many things in the circular shape. Uh, I mean, first in our surrounding, we saw many things in different shapes and size. And some of the common shape is the circular shape. Do you know? I mean, do you know some circular shape we generally see in our daily to life? For example, bangles of your mom, or something wheels of car. When we see the earth from the moon, uh, front view of the earth is also a circular. Or when we draw it on the plain paper, we draw like as a, this one is the circle. This all things are circles. But what's the common in this all things? I mean, what make it circle? Do you know these things? No. Let's start. What is a circle? Circle is collection of different points which have fixed distance from a point. Are you confused? Yeah, I'm saying right. Circle is a collection of different points which each and every point have a fixed distance from a single point. Like this one is you. It has so many points. Huh? Like here, can I draw something? No. Yeah, I'm able to draw something. So I want to show you something. Like this is you. Yo, where is you? No, you are not visual. Here. This one is you. Okay. Okay. Let's see. This is you. And many points. What I say? Many points surrounding you, and each and every point have same distance from you. Like here is one point, here is one point. I mean, here is point, here is point, here, 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 here. This all point surrounding you. Okay. And the distance between you, this one is you, and this all points, this point, this point, this point, the distance between you and this all points are same. All points are on same distance from you. And when we combine these all points, yeah, this, I mean, it's not a perfect circle, but I just want to explain you that the distance between you and these all points are the same. I mean, distance between all these lines are same. And when we combine all that point which have the same distance from you, that's make a complete circle. Let's see here. Like this one is the perfect circle. Perfect circle means there is the something point here. This one is the point. I mean, this one is the u, and here, 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 here. This all are the point. And when we combine this all point, when we combine this all point, It's make a perfect circle. And when we join this point, I mean, or this point, or this point, or this point, the distance between here to here and here to here, both are the same. Okay, so this makes the whole circle. Here's the some definition of the circle. uh, you can note down also. This is the famous definition: the set of all points on a plane that are the fixed distance from the center. I mean, I didn't mention a plane in my definition, but I'm just, it's understood that I am saying about the plane. I mean, don't assume that I'm saying the distance between all the point. It's make a whole sphere. Not it's become a circle. In the 3D, when you see these all things in the 3D, it's make a sphere, not in the circle. But here, when we say about the plane, I mean, when you go from single point to all this point on the plane, it's a perfectly circle. Okay, this one is the definition. You can note out in your note copy also. The set of all point on the plane that are fixed distance from the center are called circle. There is one more definition also. A circle is the simple shape of consisting those points in the plane that are equidistant from the given point. What its meaning? A circle is simple shape. What is circle? It's a simple shape. What is it consists? It consists those point on a plane. Do you know what is the plane? This one is the plane. This one is the perfect plane. Okay, this one is the perfect plane. Or the definition, try to say that uh, something like that. A circle is the simple shape. What? It's a simple shape. Like it's a shape. This one is the shape consisting those points in a plane that are equidistant from a given point, or that point is called center. Equidistance means here to here, har ek point, all point. Okay, as I shown in the my previous diagram. Like this one is not a perfect circle. Don't be so panic about why so you are making this all things. This one is not perfect, but you can assume, or you can assume from this game it is a circle. A distance between the point this and this point, or from this point and this point. It's not look like the same, but it's same. We are going to assume that this distance and this distance both are the same. Here to here distance and here to here distance, both distance are same, or all the distance, if we take any point. I mean, suppose we take this point or this point, or when we join the line, the length of this line and this line all are the same, or the point which making the same distance is called the center. What it's called? It's known as the center of the circle. Center of circle. Do you know why we say this is the center of the circle? Because from here we can goes on any point of the circle, any point like upper, down, left, right, and when we measure the distance between that, all the distance are the same. So we call this as the center point. Okay, you know the center means something middle point, just like it's the center. Center means middle point of the circle. Now we are moving to our next slide. This one. Circle illustration shown the radius, diameter, and circumference. As I say in my previous slide that the center is this point is called as the center, and the distance between center point and the any point of the which is the equidistance from the center. I mean when we draw this uh, when we draw this is called the circumference. This is the perfect circle. I mean, in my previous slide, when I assuming this is you, I mean this is the Ram, Syam, Monu, Sonu, anyone, this is the you, and you are going to measure some point, like here is some point, here is some point, here is some point, here is some point, just like here, 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 here. This all are the point, and when we measure the distance of this all point from your side, this point or this distance, this distance, this distance, this point, or from you, or this distance, you measure that ki both distance are the same. Similarly, you measure this, you measure this, you measure this, or you measure all this point, or you found it that all these distance from you are the same, and when you are trying to join this all points, all points, all points, you are going to join, let's join this all points, all points, then it's completely formed a circle. Okay, or do you know what we call this? After the joining of this all points, it's become the circumference of the circle. What we call this? This is called as the circumference of the circle. Okay, circumference of the circle. Here it is written. This one is the circumference of the circle. Okay, like this in this is a perfect circle, and this is called the circumference of the circle. And as we know, this is the center point. Or one more interesting point is the distance between center point and the any point on the circumference. Any point on the circumference, that distance is called as the radius of the circle. I mean, but you are going to measure this and this, you are indirectly measure the radius of the circle. What you measure? Radius of the circle. Okay, this one is the called as the radius of the circle, donated by r. You can donate this by small r. Small r. Small r is the notation used to denoting the radius of the circle. And when we join this distance, I mean any two distance of the circumference and going through the center of the circle. Okay, this one is the center, and you are trying to join any distance of the circumference, any two point of the circumference. Like here is one point, or here is another point. Here, are you visual these 2 points? Or you are going to join these 2 points through passing through the center. Matlab passing through this one is the you, Ramu, Syamu. This is the you passing through this. Oh, okay, it's passed through you by cutting down you. Then do you know what we call this line? Do you know what we call this? This is called as the diameter. What's diameter of the circle? Like this point, this line is the diameter of the circle. This one is the circumference of the circle, and this one is the radius of the circle. I think this is the clear. Now we are moving to the next one. Here is the definition of the radius. But as I thought in my previous slide, that the distance between any of the point and the center of the distance between any of the point and the center point and any point of the circumference is called the radius of the circle. Or also in second line I written that here the radius is the distance between the center and the edge. I mean that circumference is also called as the edge. What edge? Edge of the circle. Now we are going to move on the next one, the diameter. As I told you that the diameter is the line segment that connect two point of the circle that goes through the center of the circle. I mean I say you the passing through the center of the circle. Here is circle, you can assume this one is a circle. Here is the center and any 2 point of the circle. When we draw any vertical line and it passes through the center, that line is called as the diameter of the circle. You can note down on your notepad, or you can also um, take a screenshot. The diameter of start. Oh, here is a diagram. Look, this this is the this is the circle. Okay. I'm going to draw this. This one is the circle. Okay, it's not going to be a perfect, but it's a circle. Okay. It's a okay circle. And this one is your the center point. Okay, where is you? Here you are standing at the center of the circle. Okay, and when you are trying to join these 2 point or this 2 point or any 2 point of the circumference, any 2 point of circumference, but when you are trying to join that point, it must be passing through you, means passing through the center of the circle. It's passed through the center of the circle. I mean, here is you, sorry, passing through you. Okay. Passing through you. Wow. Yeah, it's cut you or join the other side, or just like this, passing through you. This line and this line, both line is called as the diameter of circle. Now we are going to move on next. As I told you that the circumference is the distance around the edge of the circle. I mean, when we join all these points, you got what you got the circumference of the circle. I mean, all the distance. Here is you, and this all distance, small distance, small point. When we combine this all point, it's known as the circumference of the circle. What? Circumference of the circle. Now here is the complete notation of circle diameter and circumference in one slide. This one is the radius, this one is diameter, this one is the circumference, and here is some relation also. Scientist some gives relation also. What is the relation between circumference, diameter, blah blah blah. So one of the scientist pi scientist, name of the scientist, he told us that when we take a ratio of circumference, this one is the circumference and this one is the diameter. When we take the ratio of circumference and diameter, we got a number. That number is constant number, and we denoted that by the pi. Pi is the Greek notation. Pi is the Greek notation. So here is what I'm trying to say, that when we take the ratio of circumference and the diameter, we got the pi, and pi is a constant. The value pi constant scientists get is 3.14159. That is irrational number. We didn't get the 1.4, 1.59, 1.4598, something, so on. So that is that much equal to, or we can say equivalent to. This one is sign of equivalent. Okay, equivalent to 22 by 7. This one is the value of the pi. What we get from where we get the value of pi? It is just the ratio between circumference and the diameter. Scientist now here's the question: from where scientists get the value of pi? Okay, so value of pi get it from doing experiment. Many experiments scientists did, or find the value of pi. Like which kind of experiment scientists here suppose, I'm just trying to explain you how scientists do that kind of experiment. Like here is his scientist. Okay, scientists take a 5 meter distance from him and measure a point, put a point from all around 5 meter, 5 meter, 5 meter, as 5 meter, 5 meter, 5 meter, 5 meter, 5 meter. And when he join this all point, when he join all this point, all this point, all this point through inch tape. Do you know no inch tape? The measurement tape, tape measurement. Civil engineer mostly use inch tape, or when something it is used to measurement road measurement or height measurement. You guys also use that one thing. So scientists get some number, and he also took a point or measure that point and the line which is passing through them. That's called as the diameter. And when he took this experiment again and again, again and again, by increasing that point, 5 to 10 meter, or that length, always he got a constant. That constant is called as the pi. Okay, which is equivalent to 22 by 7. 22 by 7. You can note down also, or I will provide you this slide also, or PPT. So we may panic. Some important thing also about the circle. Okay, as we know, okay, the point between the point which join the two point of the circumference and it passes through the center. That's one is called as the radius. But do you know, if that point, that line is not passing through the center, then what we called it? It's called as the chord. Chord. You know chord? What is the chord? Chord is the point. On chord is the line which join any two point of the circle. Okay, any 2 point of the circle. Go to point. Here is point. Here is point. Okay. Other than the point passing to the center, all the point which join the join on the circumference are known as the chord of the circle. Here is something. This one is called as the arc. A whole thing known as the circumference of the center, and a part of the circumference. When we are trying to measure some little part of the circumference, it's called as the chord. Let's be studying next. This one is the chord. Okay, chord is the line segment whose endpoint are at any 2 point of the circle and it doesn't pass through the center. As I say that key, any point which doesn't pass through the center, all the point which join the 2 point of the chord are known as 2 point of the circumference are known as the chord. Here is 1 point, here is 1 point. When we take this 2 point or join this point, this also is known as the chord of the circle. And when we take this point and this point, and if its point passing through the center, then it's not a chord. Make it remember, it's not become a chord, it's become a what? It's become a diameter. What's diameter? Okay, a diameter. Other than the passing through the center, all other points are known as the diameter. Here's the arc. Do you know what is the arc? Yeah, here's the center point. Okay, and you go from this center point C, to this point A, and the center point from C to this point B. Okay, when you join these 2 points, what you get? The distance from this and distance from this. What is known as this distance? This one is the radius, because the radius R. This one is also the radius. Okay, radius. And when we measure this one, this the distance is known as the arc. An arc of the circle is the curved line. Always it's a curve. It's not a straight line like radius and diameter, chord. This also are the straight line. What an arc of the circle is the curved line drawn between 2 points along the circumference of the circle. Okay. Any two curve line which join the circumference of the circle is known as the arc of the circle. Here we have the segment. Do you know what is the segment? Suppose this is your the circle. Okay, it's your circle, or you join the 2 points on a circle. Do you know the joining of 2 points which doesn't pass through the center? It's known as the chord. Okay, this one is your chord. This line, this red line is your chord. Or when we draw something here like yellow, this one is the arc joining the 2 points to curve point by the curve line, joining the 2 curve point of circumference by a curve line like this one is a curve line, this one is a straight line and curve line. Okay, a straight line is known as the chord and the curve line is known as the arc. The distance between the area between these, you can imagine this some area here, so all area is known as the segment. What's segment? Small area. Okay, a small area is known as the minor segment. Segment is also classified into 2 ways: minor segment and major segment. Okay, the small area is known as the minor segment, and this big area, this big area, this one is known as the major segment. What is called major segment? Minor segment and major segment. It's this one, this area. Okay, this area is the major segment, and this segment is known as the minor segment. Okay, I think all points are clear. In this graph, do you know where is the minor and where is the major segment? Do you know? No? This one is the minor segment. Here is minor. Okay, this one is the major segment, your major segment. Let's change its color. It's a major segment. Okay, major means bada, big, or minor means chota, small segment. Major, minor. You can comparatively remember about the big and small. Small, major, big. Small, minor, big, major. Small, minor, big, major. You remember this. Now we are going to learn something about the sector. Do you know what is a sector? Sector. Let's see a sector. Some point here. Suppose this is your circle. This yellow line is your going to be the circle. I know these all are the not perfect circle, but I'm trying to just express the things. You can connect with my emotions. Okay, this one is a circle. It's not looking like the perfect, but it's a perfect circle. I don't have that much of tools I can provide you, but whatever I have, I am trying to give you the best. This one is a circle, and when we join the two line, 2 point, any point on the circumference, you know now the circle, this one is this yellow line are called as the circumference of the circle. This is the circumference of the circle. Okay, let's take some other color, visual color. Okay, purple. Here is a point, here is point. We take 2 points. Name them A and B. We provide some name to the point. A is Ram, B is Syam. Okay. Then the curve line joining the point A and B. Do you know the what curve line is called as? It's called as the arc. What arc? Arc, or the distance between the center and any point of the circumference, known as the radius. Okay, these two are the radius of the circle, and when we joining these three things, two radius or one arc line, then there is the some area between this area. Do you know the area? This one is the area. The area between this area is known as the sector. Sector is also two type: major sector, minor sector. As we studied in our previous slide, minor is small, chota, major is big, bada. So this one is the minor sector, so it's the small, and behind this, I mean, rather than this small sector, here one another sector present. That's let's see. That sector is evolve here to here, and if we join this arc, and we measure this area, this area. This one is known as the major sector. This one is the minor, this one is the major sector. You can also remember this from the this slide. The sector is the position of the disc enclosed two radii. There must be the two radii, this one and this one, two radii and one arc. Two radii and one arc. Where is the two radii and one arc? This here is one radii, two radii. And here is the one arc, and area between this, where is the small area. Here is two type of area: small area and big area. The small area between this is known as the sector. Here is also 1 point, 2 point. The small area is known as the small area. A small area known as the minor sector, and big area is known as the major sector. Okay, we will study further about that. Now here is formula about the circumference. Do you know what is circumference? In our previous slide I explained you something like when we join the all external point with the same distance from the radius are known as the circumference. So easy. Okay, do you know how to measure the circumference? No. A semicircle is an arc that defined by diametric point along the circle. This arc is the large of the half semicircle. Half of the circle is semicircle. Do you know? Okay, half of the circle is semicircle. This. This is the semicircle. Okay, as I told you in my previous slides that scientists get something constant pi when he measure circumference. Okay, circumference. Let's denote circumference with c. Okay, c is the donation I am using here. As I told you that scientists get some constant when he divide circumference by diameter. Okay, diameter. What he get? He got some constant, or name them that constant is pi. Okay, this one is the pi. As we know, the distance between any point and the center. Okay, this is the center and this is the point, known as the radius, or denoted by r, a small r. Okay, suppose here is also another point. Another point. Okay, this one is called as the diameter, because this point a and point b, when we joining the line or point by line AB, we got the diameter. This one is the diameter. Okay, this one is the diameter of the circle, and the distance between this and this is also r, because it's the radius. Now what we got? See the circumference, as the place of this diameter, we got two radius. Okay, here this line, this here to here, this distance is known as diameter. Okay, diameter. This is distance, or this is known as the diameter. Obviously equal to two radius, एक radius here and one radius here, two radius. So we can put here two radius, which is equal to pi. Okay, this one is equal to pi. And when we put this 2r here from circumference to here, what we got? C equal to 2r here, 2r, or 1 pi. Okay, 1 pi. As our convenience, I mean, for remembering this one is the called also formula of circumference. Okay, we call as the C, circumference equal to 2 pi r. There is no logic behind the saying it is 2r pi or 2 pi r. We are just saying 2 pi r because it's easy to speak. 2 pi r, easily we can speak 2 pi r. Or here is some difficult to speaking 2 r pi or 2 pi r. Little bit difficult to speak 2 r pi or 2 pi r. So we generally use 2 pi r. Okay, here's the formula 2 pi r. You can remember this 2 pi r. What's circumference of circle? 2 pi r. 2 pi r. Or circumference of circle 2 pi r. You can repeat this so many times, like 5 to 10 times. You easily remember this 2 pi r. This is so common, 2 pi r. Okay, as sector I explained in my previous slide. Sector is also the slice of pizza. Have you ever eat pizza in Domino's or Pizza Mania or something, Pizza Hut? There, when you take a slice of the pizza, that slice is called as a circle. I mean a sector. Just surrounded by what sector? Surrounded by two radius and one curve. Two radius or one curve. This one is the sector. It's not a heart shape. This one is a sector. Okay. Suppose this one. Ah, suppose we have two pins. No, I don't have one more pin. Let me see. No, let me see. Here is two pin. Okay, suppose this one do two radius. Okay, two radius. So this one is curve, solid by curve. This one is called as sector. What sector? Or what we call the segment? Segment, do you know segment? Slice made by the chord. Do you know chord? Okay, segment, major segment, minor segment. This one is the circle. Okay, circle have some center. This one is center point, or any two point joined by any line, then that line is called as the segment. Okay, segment. This one is the segment. This here to here. This one is segment. This piece of slide is the sector. This one is the sector. This is segment. Okay, let's move on. Here we are on the area of the circle. Okay, basically area of the circle is proved by the calculus, but I am trying to visualize how we get the area of the circle. Okay, let's start. Suppose this one is our circle. This is a circle, or we cut the circle in many pizza slice. You know, no, pizza slice. Have you ever eaten pizza in Domino's or in McDonald's or in any restaurant? We cut this into pizza slice. Okay, or we are trying to arrange this pizza slice in a one line. Or just we put this pizza slice, I mean this one, this slice, this one, this slice, and arrange here. Okay, arrange here. Put this one, and arrange here. Okay, like this, just like this. I'm going to arrange many slice. Just trying here. I think you all are getting this. Many slice, all slice. I'm going to arrange this all slice for you. Here's all slice. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 1 2 3 4 5. And I have to arrange two more. This one is 6. Okay, or this one is the 7 slice. Here's 7 slice of the pizza. Okay, do you know the distance between this? No, yeah, this is the radius of the slice. Okay, have you ever known the distance between this? No. Let's suppose this is the slice. This is the circumference of the circle. Okay, can you visualize that half of the circumference is behind here? Matlab half of the slice is in this way, and half at this top. This circumference is divided into two parts. Okay, circumference is divided into two parts. So as we know, the formula of circumference, C equal to, what is the formula of circumference, guys? It's 2 pi r. What's 2 pi r? Okay, or here 2 pi r is divided into two parts, like half ऐसे, half इधर, half इधर. So this whole circumference, we open this half upside, half downside, so it's become pi r. What's pi r? pi r, you can say pi r or 2 pi r by 2. Okay, 2 pi r by 2, this is the more suitable, half up and half down. Okay, pi r by 2, and this whole are making a rectangle. Okay, are you visualizing this? This one is a rectangle, and we know the area formula of area of rectangle. What's the area of rectangle? The area of rectangle, length into breadth. What's length into breadth? And here what is the length? Length is this one. This one is 2 pi r by 2. Let's write here 2 pi r by 2. 2 pi r divided by 2. Okay, this is the breadth. Breadth is b. Breadth is b. Breadth is r. This one is the r. Breadth is r, and we cut this 2 and those 2 and multiply r become r square. Okay, it's become pi r square. Okay, now we got final result. The area of circle become pi r square. Here is the formula, you can note down. I have another way to prove this one. Suppose this is a circle. We didn't cut this circle in the slice of pizza. Okay, we are trying to cut in a different way, like we are trying to make many rings from this whole circle. Suppose small ring, or small ring here, or small ring here, small ring here, like that, many small ring. Okay, small ring, one more small ring here, one more. This one is the last. Okay, this one is circumference. Small ring, like इत्तो छोटा ring, इत्तो छोटा, इत्तो सबसे छोटा small ring. Okay, small ring. And when we open this small ring, as open it like okay, I have one medicine. Yeah, no, I don't have any instrument here. Bulb cover. Okay. This one's the ring, a small ring, and when we open this ring, like become a straight line. Are you able to see? Like our small ring is itto chota small ring. This one is the ring, and we open this, it will become a straight line. Okay, or when we open the bigger ring, like this one is the circumference of the circle. This portion is circumference of circle, and we open it, it's form a big line. Okay, big line. So like that, when we open this small circle, it's form a line, straight line. Okay, here the circle which is much bigger than this small, it's also form a straight line. When it's open, a straight line, like a straight line, small straight line. When this all straight line open, when all straight line are open, it's formed a circle. Line, okay, many line. Now this bigger circle, the circumference is going to open, and it's form a bigger line. This is the bigger line. Now when we join this line, this is the small point. Okay, are you notice anything here? Which kind of shape is it? It is rectangle? No, it's a triangle. Okay, it's a triangle. And what is the length of the triangle? this bigger line is this circumference, and we know the length of circumference is 2 pi r, so we can put it here, 2 pi r. Do you know the length of this side, here to here? No, length of here to here is this is the radius r. As we know, the area of rectangle is half base into height, half base into height. Okay, base into height. This one is the area of triangle, this is the area of triangle, half base into height. And what we have, half, when we resolve this, half base is base. What is the base? Base is r, we put r here. What's the height? Height of the triangle is 2 pi r, so we put here 2 pi r. Okay, 2 pi r, 2 to 2 cancel, and what we get, r multiply r, pi r multiply r square, pi r square. Here we get the formula of area of circle is pi r square. So from these two different way we can easily know the area of the circle. Okay, these two proof are the visualization of the area of the circle, but mainly it is proved by the calculus or use of calculus when you goes in upper classes, like in 12th or 11th, 12th. I think in 11th or 12th, there is a 12th, the portion of calculus in mathematics. You are going to study the area of circle and area of these all things by the use of calculus. Okay, thanks for everyone for watching this video, and hope you enjoy. I will provide this PPT as soon as possible.